Hello everybody. I'm going to offer you a guided meditation today, a hypnotic induction to help beat those winter blues. If you're affected by what some people call seasonal affective disorder, SAD, then this is for you. If your energy feels as though it's being depleted as the sunlight disappears, if you're lacking in mojo, motivation, if you found yourself overthinking, or self-doubt is creeping in, your inner critic is getting louder, because your general sense of resilience, of strength, has kind of faded away, then I'm going to offer you today basically a way to cleanse your mind, restore harmony between mind and body, get back on your own side, give yourself a gift of kindness, look after yourself, yeah? Lift your energy and become in harmony with all things which are most important to you in this moment. Yeah, let's say that. So I'm recording this video at the end of October. It's ever so slightly sunny today. This is the first day in probably 2 weeks or so that I feel as though there's been any sun whatsoever. And personally, I don't know if you have the same feeling, but for me personally, I felt as though a couple of weeks ago, a switch turned in my body and I went from happy, playful, joyous Christopher, who bounds across rocks and throws stones into the sea and watches them flip, into Christopher that wants to prepare his cave for hibernation, I think is the best way to describe it. So, you know, it's okay. I know that's natural. I know that when the leaves start to fall, it's normal that my body resonates in a similar sort of way. But it can really, really take a toll, especially when you need to get things done. So that's why I'm going to offer this this video for you. Now, I don't know who you are, yeah? When I'm working with someone in a hypnotherapy session, obviously I know who they are and we collaborate. So I'm going to have to do this with the suggestions that make most meaningful sense to me, the things that I use upon myself when I place myself in self-hypnosis, effectively to give myself a boost of inner kindness, let's say. So listen to it with an open mind. Some of the suggestions may land square. Some of them may not. And if they don't, well, that's okay. Yeah, just kind of let them go. But if you're ready, find yourself a place where you're reasonably sure you won't be disturbed for the next 20 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes. And hazard warning, obviously, please do not listen to my words if you're driving or if you're operating any kind of machinery. Only continue with the recording when it's safe and appropriate to do so. I'm recording this as a video, but in a moment I'm going to go inside and work in a studio with a proper microphone, because as you can see, it's a little bit windy out here and it's a little bit chilly. So this will also go out as a podcast. So if you would prefer to listen to it as a podcast, then I'll see if I can find a way to put the link for that down below. Okay, so with that in mind, ask yourself, would I like to give myself the gift of kindness? Would I like a moment of self-healing? Would I like to bring a sense of inner peace to myself? Would I like to reset my mind, build up my inner resistance, my inner resilience, and be a better friend to myself? And if the answer to some of those is yes, or all of those is yes, then settle down and let's bring a sense of peace to each other. All right, cheers. And so when you're ready, I'd like you to just adopt a comfortable posture. If you're sat, then place your feet flat on the floor. If you're laying down, just find a comfortable spot. You can move as you choose to do so, but try to adopt an open bodily posture. No kinks in the hoses. And so if your hands or your arms or your legs are crossed, just release them and allow yourself to settle back, anticipating a moment where you can just be with yourself, completely at ease. And so I'd like us to begin with our eyes open, Perhaps you can find a spot on the ceiling above, or somewhere where your eyes are kind of looking upwards at a 45-degree angle. Maybe you can find a corner to the room or something that's particularly noticeable. But look at it in a dreamy kind of way. Almost look at it as if you're looking through it, as if your vision can expand, so although you're gazing at that place, you're also able to see out to the right and to the left of yourself. And with your gaze on that place, just take in a good deep breath and hold the breath. And then let that breath go. Perhaps you can already notice your body at ease. Taking in a second good deep breath and holding that breath. Keeping your gaze on that place and releasing nice and slowly that breath. Taking in a good third deep breath. Holding the breath. And as you let that breath go, just allowing your eyes to close. Breathing normally. Perhaps noticing already the shifts in your physiology. Perhaps you can notice the support of the chair or the bed. Perhaps you can notice the feeling of the texture of the clothing that you're wearing. Perhaps you can notice the temperature of the air as you breathe in through your nostrils, and the temperature of the air as you breathe out. And I'd like you to bring your attention to your eyelids and really allow those eyelids to relax, to become heavy, to just let go. Allow those eyelids to become so heavy that they simply won't work because they're so completely at ease. And when you're sure that they won't work, give them a test. Really prove to yourself that just with the power of your imagination, your body can relax. And then stop testing and send a wave of relaxation from those eyelids up to the top of your forehead and down, down, down to the tips of your toes. If any part of your body feels a little tight, you can move. Get your body in the position which is most at ease for it in this moment. But we're not going to go into hypnosis straight away, because in a moment I'm going to ask you to open your eyes. And then to close your eyes back down, doubling this feeling of relaxation. So not now, but in a moment. Just imagine how nice it might feel to double this feeling of relaxation in every part of your body. And so now just open your eyes, look around. And when you're ready, close your eyes back down, doubling this feeling of relaxation, doubling it in every nerve and fiber, doubling it in throughout the muscles of your body, sending a powerful wave of relaxation down, down, almost as if you could breathe out any tension through the soles of your feet. I'll do that one more time. Just open your eyes and look around. Then close your eyes back down, doubling that feeling of relaxation once again, doubling it in every part of your body. Perhaps you can imagine what it would feel like if you were just like a set of rubber bands tumbling to the floor. Every nerve and fiber loose and limp and totally at ease. And noticing how good that feels. Nothing to prove here, nothing to say or do, just a moment for yourself. We'll do that one more time. Just open your eyes, look around, close those eyes back down, and double this feeling of relaxation in every part of your body, doubling it in every cell, giving yourself permission to completely relax. And noticing how good that feels. And imagining now that you can bring that same sense of relaxation throughout your body, inviting your mind to become just as relaxed. And you can give this gift to yourself. So in a moment, all I'm going to do is ask you to start quietly in your own mind, counting back from 10 down to 1. But imagining with every number that you count backwards, that your mind can double its mental relaxation. And I wonder if you can imagine what that might feel like. Because if with every number you double that mental relaxation, then very, very soon, maybe by 8 or 7 or even sooner, they just kind of want to relax away. And what might that feel like? Pure, peaceful, quiet, harmony, serenity. And so when you're ready, just with your inner voice, start counting backwards from 10. Nice and slowly. Doubling that feeling of relaxation. On 9. Doubling that feeling of relaxation in your mind and in your body. On 8. Doubling that feeling of relaxation in your mind and in your body. Noticing how safe you feel. Noticing how good it feels to just be at ease. And when you're ready, just let them go. Because it's not about the numbers. It's about the gift of peace. And perhaps you need to see them float away over the horizon, or lift up into the sky, or be rubbed out from a blackboard. Whatever feels right for you, but just let them go. Reconnecting between your head and your heart. Reconnecting between your mind and your spirit. reconnecting between your kindness and your judgment, and giving yourself a moment to notice what you notice, to perhaps see the difference that makes the difference, or to feel the place in your body which just feels most at ease in this moment, knowing that each time you listen to this recording, the experience could be different. Because your body always knows the way which is right for you in this moment to look after yourself. And as you do so, you may notice your body shifting, just as the seasons shift. A quiet turning inwards. The light softens, the air cools, and your body knows this rhythm. This rhythm is familiar. It's not wrong. It's not weakness. It's just being. Because you're a part of nature. And nature never rushes. So in this moment, you can freely give yourself permission to be, to rest, to gather strength for the seasons that come. You can honor what you need without any judgment, noticing what you notice, being curious. And when things don't go as planned, you can smile gently. Because nature, in its infinite wisdom, knows all things. And so can you, expanding in that infinite wisdom that is all things. Because this quieter season isn't empty. It's the pause before new creation. Under the surface, roots are deepening. You're gathering strength for the ideas and the changes that will bloom when spring returns. And you can allow yourself this rest. You can allow yourself this moment of kindness, knowing that rest is part of growth. And even when you feel heavy, that movement can create change. A simple stretch, a few deep breaths, a walk outside. And you can feel emotion moving, rushing through your body, reshaping itself. And you can become aware of that wisdom, of that power, of that capability. Your body holds memories of vitality. And each time you move, you can awaken that memory. Because you can trust yourself. And motion is medicine. Even the smallest motion begins that shift. Your physiology can lead the way. And so just suppose as the moment comes where the outside world exhibits this rest, and you prepare your inner cave, not to shrink away, but to refurbish, to light the hearth of your being, to stock the resources of your vitality, to enter the winter months strong, nourished, connected, luminous even in lesser light, harmonious, and connected with nature. Because when those low moods whisper in your ears, you can listen, you can observe, and you can choose. You don't need to obey. You can thank that feeling for showing you something. And you can always turn your attention towards something deeper. Perhaps other voices inside. The others that express light, meaning, movement, passion. You can notice how your awareness is like sunlight breaking through the clouds. Sometimes here, sometimes there. And wherever that light shines, you notice something different, and things begin to shine. Perhaps you can imagine a gentle golden light of early morning, streaming through the window, bathing you in warmth and clarity. And with each breath you open to that light, allowing your energy to rise, your mind to become clear, your mood to lift. Because even when the outer world leans towards winter, you can feel a warmth kindling deep inside you, a steady inner fire. Each breath is feeding that flame. Breathing in peace, breathing in resources, breathing in passion. You don't need endless sunlight because you have your own internal source of light. And perhaps you can imagine yourself stepping outside into a crisp, cool autumn morning, taking a slow, easy walk, noticing the leaves under your feet, noticing the smells in the air, the crisp air on your face. With each step, you can feel your body alive, awakening, vital, your energy expanding. And also you can honor your rhythm, knowing that your rhythm is in harmony with the world, with nature, going to sleep at a time that supports you, rising at a time which supports you, with purpose, with calm, trusting your body to follow a gentle, steady flow, giving yourself permission to rest deeply and awaken renewed. Can you imagine what it would feel like to find yourself in a warm space, connecting with someone that you care about, sharing a moment of laughter, a moment of calm, keeping your plans alive, staying true to what matters to you, because you can follow your inner compass, choosing activities that light you up, even if only in small ways, honoring your intuition, your vitality. Because when you reach out to a friend, to nature, even to your own breath, energy moves. Life circulates with connection. Each small gesture of warmth invigorates, brings aliveness, vibrance, as a part of that greater rhythm of life. You can feel yourself nourishing deeply, as if absorbing golden light into each and every cell, nourishing your mind and your body and your spirit. You can thank your body for its resilience. You feed it with restful sleep, with movement, with nourishment, with sunlight, and with care, feeling grounded, feeling vital, feeling aligned. Because as the days shorten, you can turn towards what is still abundant. The beauty of small things, the warmth of your home, the simple miracle of breath, changing your chemistry. And you can feel your mood lifting as you consider each quiet blessing. Imagining the gentle golden light of that early morning streaming through your window, bathing you in warmth, bathing you in clarity. With every breath that you breathe, opening up to that light, opening up to that energy, breathing in that energy, that passion, that vitality, your mind becoming clear, your mood lifting, looking after yourself in the way which is most right to you in this moment. Because as the same rhythm brings darkness, you know it will bring light again. The seasons do not need to be fixed. You only need to trust their return. And in this trust, your nervous system can exhale, feeling good, knowing that renewal is inevitable, that it's a part of the cycle. And in the months ahead, you can continue this gentle rhythm. You step outside each day. You let light enter inside. You keep your ritual of returning to that inner fire. And you can feel stronger, lighter, more alive, thanking the weather as it shifts, thanking the movement in the seasons with each day, imagining that gentle golden light, early morning sunlight streaming through the window, bathing you in its warmth, bathing you in universal energy, bathing you in warmth, clarity, and kindness. And with each breath, you honor yourself. You check in with yourself. You listen to your intuition. You give yourself permission to be, for your energy to be, for your mind to be. And when you're ready, I'm going to invite you to come back up to a state of full and present awareness, bringing with you this sense of rejuvenation, this sense of connection with the world, this sense of kindness, serenity, inner peace, and bountiful gratitude, bountiful kindness, knowing that everything is just right on some level. And so I'm going to count up from 1 to 5, bringing you back up to a state of full and present awareness. So on 1 now, feeling absolutely wonderful. Feeling revived, reinvigorated, refreshed, and alive. On 2 now, to be the most powerful, passionate, vivacious perhaps, example of your existence. To be a shining example of your higher self to the world. On 3 now, free as a bird, free to exhibit your truth, free to live your life in the way which is most important to you in this moment. On 4 now, it's like fresh spring water is bathing through your eyelids, whooshing through your mind, whooshing through your body. And so on the next number 5, opening your eyes, taking in a good deep breath, shaking off that feeling, bringing you back up to a state of full and present awareness. Welcome back. And I hope you enjoyed that experience. I hope you find a sense of deep inner connectiveness. and noticing what you notice and remembering which part was most meaningful to you. Thank you for listening. Take care.